Good morning, well, community. Hey, it is Thursday, May the 6th. I've totally dated this video, which is probably the wrong thing to do. But nonetheless, here I am. Coffee and biz chat with my Wonder Woman juice this morning. Let me know what you're doing today. So, today I want to talk about the roller coaster ride. Have you ever been on a roller coaster before? Are you that thrill-seeking person when all the amusement parks were open? Or were you like me when I was a kid? I grew up in Byron Bay, Australia. And so just like literally up the road, there was an amusement park that I used to hang out in as a kid and as a teenager called Dreamworld. It was kind of like Australia's Disneyland. And you know what? We used to ride the bus. We used to ride the bus to Dreamworld as like 16-year-olds. I can't believe our parents let us go in a pack to Dreamworld by ourselves, but they did. So, yeah, check out Dreamworld on the Gold Coast of Australia. That was my old stomping grounds. And we used to run, like the roller coasters, the big ones, were at the back of the park. And by back of the park, I mean like you had to run at least 2K to get there. And so we would get off the bus and just bolt to the back of the park. So we could ride the roller coasters as many times as we could during that day. In fact, one time I think we rode them about 17 times before one of us got sick. Anyway, that's the story. But you know what? The roller coaster, you strap in, you make sure that you've got your safety harness on. The people looking after you, come around and jig that thing that's around your neck to make sure you're not going to fall out when you're hanging upside down. And you're literally strapping yourself in for some of the most scariest moments of your life. So it's kind of like business. The highs, the lows, the loop-de-loops. If you've been in business for any length of time, you absolutely know what I'm talking about. Like, I can't see the comments this morning, but if you're watching me, I don't know, 8 or 9 of you are already. Cheers, good morning to you. Tell me about, do you like roller coasters? Because you're on one. If you're a woman in business, you're on a roller coaster ride. You know what? If you've been in business for any length of time, you know there are massive highs. There are loop-de-loops you have to go through. One minute you're like, oh, this is awesome! And the other one is like, holy shit, I think I just crapped my pants. So you know what? And that can actually happen in a day. Like you've probably seen the meme on social media where, entrepreneurial success, they say it looks like this, but it's actually all these squiggly lines, and that can happen in a day. Like, you can be like, oh my gosh, that was amazing, and I got the sale, and I'm loving the people I'm working with, and the campaign worked, and I reached out to so many people today, and it was freaking awesome. And then you can have someone cancel an appointment. You can have an angry customer, and it just like deflates you, like someone let air out of the balloon, and you're crying under your desk, maybe with a box or a bottle of wine to keep you some company. It's the highs and the lows of entrepreneurship. And you know what? If you're living in Alberta, Canada right now, I get you're on a low spot. Like, seriously. I mean, we're in lockdown again. We're about to go back into, I don't know, we were in phase 1 before. I don't know what phase we are now. Businesses are being closed again. If you're impacted, know that my heart is with you. And I understand the roller coaster ride. Like, all of a sudden you're open and it's good and you've got your COVID protocols in place. And then something happens that's out of your control and your business gets shut down. Most of the lows in business are out of your control, but they also need you to respond. So, you know what? Yes, I can say If you're shut down, use this time to build your credibility, work on your personal brand statements, take some self-care time, all of that. And you've heard it all before if you're an experienced woman in business. You've heard this all before. This is the time, okay, take a breath, self-care. But I was talking to my WOW VIP community yesterday in our weekly Ask Michelle session. And I opened up Ask Michelle yesterday as, you know what, that safe place to land. If you need to cry, come in and cry because it's safe. We never, ever, ever record and post an Ask Michelle session as part of the VIP community because it's so important to me to create that safe place for my members to come and share their struggles and ask their questions and support each other. And yesterday we had an epic meeting where, you know what, we cried together, we laughed together, we shared gratitudes together, we learned from each other. And I don't want this to come off as a commercial because I just wanted to share the space that was created in that hour that we spent together. Not only helped me, but I think everyone said help them in the room at the end. Like, what'd you get out of today? And it was just that place of community where you didn't feel alone. So I challenged the group to say, you know what? And this is my challenge to you. The amazing 15 people watching, thank you so much for being here. And my challenge to you today is, if you know a business owner, you know, in any industry that is about to go into shutdown, or if you know any business owner that is, you know, riding the roller coaster and you know they're at a low spot, there's a couple of things you can do for them. There's a couple of things you can do to boost your community of fabulous women entrepreneurs. And I want to share them with you today because the roller coaster ride has highs, has lows. Sometimes it's euphoric and wonderful, like I said. You know, sometimes it's fast and epic with great results. Other times, let's get real, it effing sucks. It does. You're like, why the hell am I doing this? I should be working at Walmart. Like, seriously, could I pour coffee at Tim Hortons? Would that give me more joy? Sometimes we have those moments where, you know, we reach out to our other friends and say, hey, like, do you have $1? Because today I'd sell my business to you for $1. Those are those days we need support. And you know what? There's a lot of us going through those days right now. So here's some tips on how you can support your fellow women in business. First of all, I do believe in my heart, I do believe giving is receiving. So if you're giving to somebody else, even if today you feel like shit, give to somebody else and you will miraculously feel better. It just works that way. I don't know how it works, but it just works that way. So here's a couple of things that you can do to lift somebody up who might be in the low spot of the roller coaster ride today. First of all, if you're a customer of theirs and you love them and they have served you well, put a review on their Facebook page or put a review on Google or send them a message and say, here, use this as a review because I think you're awesome. Because those reviews are gold. They build that person and that business up both in their heart, and it builds their credibility for their other potential customers. So if you love the people that you're working with, your local coffee shop, your person that you buy your candles from, the person that you buy your sheets from, the person that you get your hair done, the person that does your jewelry, all the things, write a review today. Just take 5 minutes and spread some what I call wow love amongst the community. If you've used somebody in the community, if you've eaten at their restaurant, if they've catered for you, if they've supplied your glasses or your makeup or your hair or anything, do them a favor and write them a magnificent review. Believe me, it doesn't cost you anything to do it. I'm not even saying, hey, you know what? While they're open, go spend a bundle at their store, because you might not have a bundle to spend. But you can absolutely take 5 minutes of your time today and write a fantastic review for somebody else and give them some love, because they need to feel it right now. The women in business in the WOW community, whether they're impacted by COVID or bad economic times or just having a shitty day, they need lifting up. So that's the number one thing you can do in order to lift them up. Write a review. Number two is let's get personal. Like, seriously, let's get personal. If you know of somebody that's having a tough time right now, your hairdresser that might get shut down by Sunday, the local restaurant that you love, hanging out at, the local coffee shop that's, only doing takeout now, all of those things. If you love that person and you're connected to them personally on Facebook, reach out to them. Send them a private message and say, hey, I'm just thinking about you. I'm sending good vibes. I'm sending blessings to you. And I see you. As women in business, to be actually seen and acknowledged, like, say, you know what, I might not be able to help you today, but I see you. And I acknowledge what you're going through. And I know that it's effing hard right now for you. But if you need a safe place to fall, I have really, really big shoulders, and they're there for you to lean on. Even if you want to have a Kleenex moment on my shoulder. Even if you don't have Kleenex, use my damn shirt. It's not all over my shirt. I don't care. But I see you. And I want to acknowledge that I'm here for you. I want to acknowledge you're going through a tough time. And I might not be able to help in your situation right now, but I just want to let you know that I'm here. So that's number two. Reach out to somebody. I did that last night with a couple of people, and I said, yeah, I see that you're getting shut down again. I see that you've already been shut down. I see that there's stuff going on right now, and I just want to let you know I can't fix it, but if you need a safe place to land and someone to talk to and just vent, and then, you know what, I'm here. I'll listen. Because the greatest gift we can give each other is, especially in these tough times, is acknowledgement. I see you. And I'm here if you need to talk, because I will listen. I know I may not have the solutions, but I will listen. So that's number two. So first one, write a review for your favorite business. Second one, get personal and reach out to somebody and lift them up today. And then thirdly, well, you tell me, what can you do? What can you do in your community, whether that be online, whether it be within the WOW community, if you're a VIP member, like, what can you do? Another no cost item, because those three things don't cost you anything but time. There's two commodities in business. There's time and there's money. Two commodities in business. So number three is you can go on that business's social media and you can share one of their posts and say, hey, you know what? I'm just taking a moment to share that this coffee shop is awesome. And here's one of their posts. And here's, maybe some tips from my local hairdresser. Share her posts. Or maybe if they're doing a video that you could make a comment or underneath it and start an engagement process, even better. That costs you nothing. But to the person receiving that, it's gold. It means the absolute world. That someone has seen them and acknowledged them and shared some love with them and shared how awesome they are with the world. You can do that. So I get, you know what? I ride the roller coaster of entrepreneurship every freaking day. You know, some days I'm scared to death. Other days I'm having a rock star kind of day and I'm strutting around thinking like I'm awesome. Some days I'm crying under my desk. And don't worry, I buy the good Kleenex with the lotion so it doesn't rub the skin off my nose because, you know, the tears come that often. And sometimes I wonder why the heck I'm doing it anyway. And sometimes I know in my heart that this is my God-given purpose and this is what I was born to do. And every emotion in between. But I can tell you, when I receive a review, it fills up my heart so much that it leaks out my eyes with happy tears because someone sees me. You know, when someone comments underneath a video, like I'm hoping you guys are commenting now because I don't see the comments today thanks to Facebook. But I will respond to your comments after this coffee and biz chat. You know what? It's not easy. And I'm not going to BS you. Entrepreneurship, whether you're doing it as a side hustle, part-time, or full-time, whether you are doing it to, you know, save money for a rainy day, or whether your business actually feeds your family, it's not easy. But I see you. And if you would like to have a coffee chat with me, a private coffee chat with me, whether you need my big shoulders to cry on or to vent with or to, you know, look for some solutions, I'm going to give that to you. I know we're in a really sucky time right now. So the best thing I can do for my community right now is show up, get real, be authentic, and share some love. So I'm going to be definitely writing reviews today of the people that I have utilized in my business. I'm going to sit down, I'm going to write a whole bunch of reviews today. I'm going to reach out to some people to say, hey, I see you. I'm here for you if you need me. And I'm going to share some stuff on my Facebook page about how awesome some of these local businesses are. And then lastly, if you would like to have a conversation with me, if you need to fill up your Wonder Woman cup and you want to come and talk to me, then I will give you 20 minutes of my time. You would be amazed at what we can cover in 20 minutes because I'm laser focused with you. I'm going to put the link in the comments below. If you want to click on that link and book some time in my calendar, it's my gift to you because I know how hard entrepreneurship is. I know it's a freaking roller coaster. If you're on a high and you're celebrating today, high five to you. But if you're on a low and you need a community to lean on, please know that just because you're in business for yourself, there is absolutely, positively no reason you should be doing this by yourself. There's a whole community here to support you. I'm here to support you. So if you need help, reach out today and book some time with me. Like I said, 20 minutes, my gift to you. And if you're in a position to do those 3 things to lift up the community who might be in the down low of the roller coaster ride, remember, it takes no time and, well, it takes time, but it takes no money. It takes no money to write a great review for your favorite business. It takes no money to reach out to somebody and say, hey, do you need like 15 minutes or I'm sending you a virtual hug or all the things? And it takes no money to share somebody else's Facebook post and just say, you know what? This business is awesome. So that's my challenge for you this week. Once a day, write one review, reach out to one person to lift them up. And number 3, share somebody else's and somebody other businesses' social media post today, whether it be on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, I don't care. But those are the 3 things that you can do to support the community. And when you do it, it will fill you up too. Giving is receiving. So fill up your hearts by giving today. That's my coffee and biz chat moment. And I'll go and respond to all your comments that you've left for me, even though Facebook didn't let me see them. And cheers. Drink your Wonder Woman juice. Remember today, don't be busy in your business. Be productive. And if you don't know the difference, book a 20-minute complimentary call with me. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Bye for now.